안녕하세요, 여러분들. 만나서 반갑습니다. 제 이름은 어두리예요. So I just introduced myself in Korean and I said, hello everyone. Nice to meet you. Welcome. My name is Audrey. Today I'm going to be participating in the K Community Challenge and I'm going to be participating in the Hansik portion. So the exciting topic for today's video is you are going to be making tuna kimbap and beef kimbap with me. So tuna kimbap is 참치 kimbap과 소고기 kimbap. 참치 is tuna and sogogi is beef. So we are going to be following Mangchi's classic kimbap recipe, which I found online. There is a blog version and the recipe video. I'm going to be linking both links down below for you to follow along with me. So this video is going to be split into two parts. So in part one, we are going to have an explanation of how I fell in love with Korean culture a few years ago and how I actually think it's changed my life for the better, just sharing a little bit of a story time. And then part two is going to be making the kimbap with me, and I'm also going to sprinkle in a few Korean phrases I learned recently that is related to the kimbap making, which will be super duper fun, so you can follow along with me and learn a little bit of Korean too. So I'm just going to make sure that I have both parts in the timestamps so you can just see which parts you want to follow along with. So let's get started right away. Hello everyone, welcome to the story time portion where I talk about my first few interactions with Korean culture and how it slowly seeped its way into my life and has become a pretty big part of my life, and I think it's actually changed it for the better. Starting off with part one, the Blackpink edition. So back in high school, we would have these entire weeks called Spirit Weeks. They'd be really fun. We would try to encourage school spirit between each year. So the freshman class would prepare like performances for day one. The sophomore class would prepare performances, juniors, seniors, and it would be a bunch of hard work leading up to those weeks. They'd set up sets in our school building, and it was just this whole very celebratory week where it was just a lot of school spirit. And so there would be these school rallies where people would do dance performances, and there would always be K-pop performances. So people did a lot of Blackpink dances, and I'd hear the songs and I'd think that like, oh, it's so catchy and it's so good, and I always thought the dances were really cool too. So long story short, or the TLDR of all of it, is that getting really into Korean culture and learning so much about it, really like enjoying different aspects of it, has been so wonderful and life-changing for me because it really pushed me to take on a third language, and it actually helps me become better at the languages that I'm already speaking. Kimbap making time. So I started off by washing and peeling some carrots, and then I washed white rice, and then I put it in the rice cooker to cook. And then I cut the carrots into thin matchsticks. Hello everyone, this is the Korean learning portion, and I'm going to put on my glasses because Professor Audrey has entered the chat and makes me feel more scholarly, and we're going to be learning a few Korean phrases for today. So let's jump right in. So because we are making kimbap today, do you want to learn please have some kimbap? Please have some kimbap. So please have some kimbap in Korean is kimbap 좀 드세요. Let me repeat it. Kimbap 좀 드세요. Kimbap means kim is seaweed and bap is rice. So we first have kimbap. Then we have 좀. 좀 is a little bit or some. 좀. And I learned from my Korean teacher that 좀 makes you sound very native, so always make sure to include the 좀. And then 드세요 is the honorific of please eat. So 김밥 좀 드세요. Repeat after me. 김밥 좀 드세요. 김밥 좀 드세요. 김밥 좀 드세요. So after we make this kimbap today, you're going to give it to your friends and say 김밥 좀 드세요, or give it to your parents or your family members and say 김밥 좀 드세요. 김밥 좀 드세요. Awesome! 대박! Let's move on. Jumping back into the kimbap making, I prepared some spinach. Then I cooked some eggs and cut them into thin strips. And then the rice was ready, so I used the paddle to break it up. After that, I seasoned the beef and then I set it aside to marinate. And then I cooked and seasoned the spinach. All the ingredients were prepped finally, so I was already getting ready to assemble all the kimbap and roll them up. Phrase 2 we're going to learn is how to say, it's so delicious. So we're going to say, it's so delicious. 맛있네요. 맛있네요. So, is just the onomatopoeia for, so good. And then 맛있네요 means delicious. And it's using a different type of grammar ending. The neo is when you're expressing excitement. And 맛이 is eating in the past tense. So, 맛있네요. 맛있네요. I wanted to save our final reveal for the ending of our 참치과 소고기 kimbap, which was our tuna and beef kimbap, following Mangchi's classic kimbap recipe. I hope you enjoyed cooking with me and you had a lot of fun. I'll see you guys soon. 안녕. Bye. Now it's kimbap making time. I started off washing and peeling some carrots. I washed white rice and put it in the rice cooker to cook. Then I cut the carrots into thin matchsticks.